he stabbed his very good friend to death. On January the 31st, it was the beginning of one of our Snowmageddons in Fort Worth, and it was very, very cold, so businesses were beginning to shut down. Schools were beginning to think about whether or not they were going to close, and so this group of friends got together at our client's house. They'd gotten together on countless occasions the year before. They were very close. If there was a weekend, you'd find them together. They all got together, and the deceased and his girlfriend were in a little bit of an argument that night. The deceased girlfriend and our client also, though, loved to dance together, and they'd done so on countless other occasions. So they were all sitting in the kitchen, and they'd been there several hours. They turned on the music, and they were going to dance like they normally do. And for some reason, the deceased broke up the dance midway, shoved his girlfriend and said, "We're going to go," grabbed her by the arm, and everybody's watching this, not understanding what's happening. And everybody had been drinking, but the deceased especially had had quite a bit to drink. And I think his blood alcohol level was over a 0.2, which is 2.5 times the level that you're legally intoxicated in Texas. But everybody had been drinking, but they couldn't understand why all of a sudden that night this just enraged him. And so he grabbed his girlfriend by the arm, and everybody was like, "Wait a second, she doesn't have to go with you," because they were really worried if he would do that in public, what was he willing to do in private? No one wanted her to leave with him. And so in the course of trying to protect her, the deceased pushed not only his girlfriend, pushed her friend, and then pushed our client's wife out in the front yard. And there was a lot more to it, but in the end, in the moments before his death, our client had his wife in front of him. She was saying, let's just let them go. And they were letting him go. They were saying, "That's fine, go ahead and leave." And then the deceased rushed them. And in so doing, my client protected his wife, shoved his wife out of the way, and pulled his knife. And it was one stab wound.